bottles of water sitting at my desk.
Okay, I started recording.
Hey, Auntie, can you warn everyone what's going on with me?
Yeah. So last session, in addition to meeting some of the local Fey lords of this realm, world, planet, plane, you think it's definitely not. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, let's see here. Looks like Flutter is just DC'd. Yeah. So last week, I thought okay, there we go. I thought the bot. Hello, welcome back. I thought the bot had disconnected.
No,
I forgot to loop the audio.
I still hear massive crickets.
There we go. Hello, Flutter. Flutter.
It is.
Oh, okay. It's one of those. Okay. We can hear. I can hear you loud and clear.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Let's see, where were we? Yes. Last week you had met some more Fey Lords who you'd made a conversation with, and you inadvertently activated something that was with the Moonlit King that I had not intended until you had finally reached Erether. And holy shit, yeah, he essentially revealed that one of your new colleagues, Woshek, is a man who's known for one thing, slaughtering a pre-court Fey Archfey court, or almost wiping them off. By the name of Gallifrey. What was his last name again?
Gallifrey Killinger.
Yeah, Gallifrey Killinger. Essentially pre-Fey bridged Furbolg, who well, suffice to say is
Killimon.
Good
Killimon.
lord.
His name is Killimon.
Yeah, Killamon. Sorry.
Sorry. I
No,
will
you're
be
good.
pinning this, by the way.
Yeah, you're good. Gallifrey Kilmilon. 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 Hey, I'm reading it from the spelling. I've always had to Kilmon. Got it. Is that good? Killimon?
Yes, think Digimon.
Okay, got it. It's more edgy. Got it. So after meeting some of the Fey Lords, you wake up in the morning. If I remember correctly, yes, you wake up in the morning now. And after some conversation and some things like that, with the Monkey King. Was it Monkey King? Hold on. And paying for some protective services from him in exchange for a few soul coins. I believe. Hold on. Okay. Now I can't seem to remember. God damn that. Wait, this is why I have the videos. Right. Yeah, so, were we going to start with when you guys woke up, or was this like after the whole thing with
it was.
or is it?
Yeah.
Or was
after.
it before your next encounter with one of the Fey Lords?
Yeah, I think it
The
was.
Outer Lords.
I think it was after the Monkey King we got in the long rest, and we're starting a new day.
Yeah, we're starting the new day.
Yeah, you're starting a new day. I'm just making sure, just in case. I pulled up the video just now, and yeah, it's there.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, morning comes. You all feel generally refreshed. The the snake assassins have woken up and are sort of partaking in some of the partaking some of the water from the nearby river. Let's see here. Benor's is in her full plate again, uh, eating some food again, and is proceeding to and is about looks like she's about to make her way to the. Judging by the fact that she has a large rag, is probably going to start cleaning up her equipment soon.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
You, no. All right, so starting off, first and foremost, alphabetically, if I'm doing or reverse alphabetically, Flutter, what is Vera doing, and for the day? Oh, okay. In that case, Norlai. Wait, no, it's not Alpha. No, it would be Norlai. So if I'm doing this alphabetically,
It would be,
me.
yeah, it'd be Gallifrey.
God damn, somewhere in the city.
Yeah, Gallifrey. So what do you do in the morning for the first half of the day?
Gallifrey is going to be looking for, like, he's calling up like various people, pretty much within the Seven Nobles Guild, to let them know, like, yes, Warchick has been how do I put this? Not
brought
deceived.
back
Yes,
I would,
to his original form.
yeah, I would be as blunt as possible.
Like he explains, like, yeah, I was kind of like a failed lich conduit, like
Liches phylactery, yeah.
But I gained my flesh again, so I am pure both now.
They're not going to, at the moment, question whatever sort of bargain, dark or otherwise, that you have done, or if there was any at all to begin with, or if this was a result of any sort of X, Y, and Z sort of supernatural event, but they appreciate the update.
All right. What was that? What was that last part?
Oh, they appreciate the update.
All right. And then he's going to go hunting for food because big man needs big food.
And it's been a while, yeah. So go ahead and make yourself a survival check.
Can I get a blessings, please?
I smack
Guidance.
you in the face. I smack you in the face with guidance.
It's not even a slight pat. It's a slap. Okay. Roll the d4, Hajime. Alright, 21. Alrighty then. So you find a few things. You find two options. One of them is that one capybara that you did not kill. And the other one is, let's see here. Oh, come on now. You're going to do this to me now? Of all times now, Roll20? You're going to give me the black screen of death? Or not the black screen, the red screen, the red bar? Is this really the time and opportunity for you? You really want to do this? Okay, fine. It's... I'm disappointed in you. My day is not ruined, though. It'll take a lot more than that to do that. Let's see here. So, you find... Oh, God, right here it is. Essentially, you find appears to be a... Oh, God, how do you describe this properly? So you know the whole... So you know... alligators, right?
Yeah.
And you know how, they're got like really powerful jaws and shit?
Yeah.
Alright, so imagine instead of a normal alligator mouth, it was a sort of beak, and it had a like turtle shell and longer limbs.
I see.
An
I aim my
alligator turtle, if
blunderbuss
you
at
would.
that thing.
Hmm?
I aim my blunderbuss at that thing.
Alright, roll, expect you roll to hit with advantage because we'll exclude the Great Weapon Master. Jesus Christ. roll them bones for the damage, so you'd be within range. We're ignoring Great Weapon Master for a Okay, yep, it's fucking dead. It's dead, Jim.
Looks at the blunderbuss like, technology never ceases to amaze me. And he starts dragging the, whatever the fuck this thing is to camp.
Yeah, you bring this alligator turtle to camp. Hajime, Hajime, Mass, what is Hajime's response to this alligator turtle creature? Also, we can hear your background.
Alright. Firstly, it's like, nature always never ceases to amaze me.
I'm sorry, I found that funny. Hello?
It's fine. We've come to accept it.
Anyways.
Uh-huh.
And
I can't hear.
Oh, hello? Can you hear me?
Oh.
Okay. There, okay. Armored, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay.
Alright, wonderful.
And beyond that, she would say, I hope you at least thank the forest for giving you such a creature.
Looks up, looks at a tree. Thank you, tree.
Jesus Christ. And you get a general feeling that the tree appreciates being thanked. Because, furbolgs, they have the nice ability of generally being able to speak to plants and animals. But, not necessarily get a response. But, yeah, we'll just say some... Yeah, you feel like a little bit of shade on your shoulder.
He just smiles.
And at least you thank nature for providing sustenance.
Alright. Alex, what's Norway's reaction to the corpse of an alligator turtle?
Not surprising in a place like this. Just like
Yeah, you've been seeing some weird shit as of recent, so this is kind of normal or below normal. It's kind of
just like it's literally like the slight look at the freaking badgerfish I got. It's like, you know what? I'm not surprised at this point.
And Flutter, what's Vera's reaction to the corpse of an alligator turtle? Yeah, the badgerfish was definitely a win for the weirdest shit you've ever seen. Oh, fair. Let's see. Yeah, that was a bit weird. Let's see here. So, yeah, you managed to bring the corpse back. It is a medium-sized beast. However, with your high survival check, it's about as fat enough to feed anyone here who needs to eat.
Neat.
Alright. And with that, let's see here.
Cook it.
Now it's Hajime's turn, I believe. We're going alphabetically, yes.
I thought you were going reverse whatever.
No, we're going standard alphabetical. With some corrections and updates.
So, going last.
Yeah, okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to go into the forest with my familiar and look for a suitable place to plant the seed of chaos, the
The seed
seed
of the
of the
Blackthorn Grove.
right.
All right,
Uh,
make a charisma-based survival check from me, or not charisma-based, just a normal survival check.
okay.
All right. You find like a few miles off of the camp, not too far, but far enough to not be too bothered. You find a little patch of land that feels a perfect spot.
hmm Um, I shall dig dig and plant the seed,
All
and
right, with your hands.
yeah, with my hands.
All right, well, it's ground's soft enough here. It is a tropical jungle essentially, so it's not that hard to do.
Yeah,
But as
and
you do feel your fingers bump into something smooth and hard.
oh, uh, I guess I'll if it's something I can grasp, I'll like fish it out.
It's not on the grass. It's like it more like as you get deeper into the dirt. But as you do so, you find a skull, a humanoid skull that resembles that of a tiefling. And as you
Huh.
pull the skull out, you notice several other skulls behind it.
Hmm. Looks like this might have been a burial ground or a resting place. Or perhaps even a war zone.
Do you want to try to make a check to see what was the cause of death or what
Uh,
happened?
I'll roll them medicine bones.
All right, go ahead.
God, I love guidance.
All right. As you begin to look around a bit more in depth, sort of having to pick out some corpses and such, to get a full image of some of them. You realize with the way they've been, well, thrown on top of each other, this wasn't a battlefield or some burial site or some like a ritualistic burial site. This was a mass grave. Causes of death are all similar, violent, unnatural. And by unnatural, I mean, some of them appear to be like stab wounds from spears. Some of them are like missing chunks of their skull, probably crushed in and caved in. But they all
Hmm.
appear to be old. And yet, despite knowing all this, or at least being able to come to that conclusion, none of it bothers you. It should, but you feel like
She,
you feel like you should be here. Like this is where this makes sense why you were brought here.
she looks at the skull in where its eyes would be, and starts talking to the skull. You have so much anger, don't you? So much regret, so much thirsting vengeance, don't you? And
You
she,
fortunately do not get a response.
well, she didn't expect a response. You will have a your purpose is still not yet finished. As she puts the skull back and she buries the seed
Uh
near
huh.
the near, I'll say like near or on top of the corpses, and once it's buried, she's going to water it with, with her own blood.
Alright,
Um,
so mark off 1 hit point.
I was going to actually like roll a d4 for uh, a knife attack, but if it's just 1 hit point.
No, we're just gonna go for like the standard minimum. Not
Yeah, not the
Okay.
drop blood. Yeah.
unless you want to, in which case that's fine.
Yeah. I'll roll a d4.
Just T4. You're not trying to actively trying to hurt yourself, just enough to draw blood.
Yeah, just a regular d4. I won't add my modifier to it.
It was a 1 either way. Well, yeah, you managed to deal enough. You managed to cut like a little bit incision on your palm and squeeze out enough onto it. And almost in reaction to it, you see that familiar familiar black rose sprout out from where the seed was once.
She nods at it. It's like the seeds have been planted. As she motions for her familiar to come with her to leave.
Easily done. Like that, your turn back. That will, unfortunately, though, take up a good chunk of it, but is there anything small you want to do? Like start working further in depth on that dress design you have?
Oh,
In terms of like the blueprints?
Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to do anyway.
Okay.
All right, make a general tools check for that. You're not actually crafting it, but you're using your expertise and knowledge of it to make some blueprints.
Okay, would this be my weaver's tools or my tailor's tools?
Your tailor's tools.
Oh,
Jesus
wow.
Christ. Okay, well, you know what that means? You're gonna roll shit, right? Either the rest of this week or next week.
Oh boy.
Well, yeah, you do the thing with your blueprints, and yeah, that'll take up your thing. Now, Alex, what will Norlai do for her part of the day?
I was gonna ask Hajime to keep training me in survival proficiency, but I guess that's how it will end up now.
Yeah, there'll be tomorrow.
I sorry, I had something planned in mind, and it's like, and because I end up going last, it's like I can't do the thing I wanted to do.
Just
Yeah.
work out what you want to do, then it's fine.
I mean, unless I can train myself in proficiency and survival, I don't fucking.
I would say no, but
Yeah, that's
you
my
can,
point.
You
I
can
got.
I would say you can still make the survival learning thing, as she does come back eventually. So what does she do on the first half of the day, or first half of her thing? Maybe work on some alcohol.
I'm still waiting on the ferment, like whiskey to ferment, and I really don't have. I really need more empty glass balls to actually work with because I only got I got one. I'm saving for the whiskey. And
Maybe play around with your badger fish, with your badger tuna. Start bonding with it a little. Maybe start having it learn some tricks. Training and all that.
Sorry, I'm distracted by background noise of what's going on with Mass. It's just.
Yeah, you might want to push to talk there, Mask.
Sure, I guess.
you gotta remember, and it's like you're doing shit in the living
Yeah,
room.
yeah. I hate living 2 feet away. Uh,
For someone who's
and
essentially death.
it's not the TV. It's my mom's phone. She's doing something.
Jeez. Well, it's fine.
Headphones are a
Either
thing
way,
for a reason.
so for the to start training with your thing, with your tuna badger, with your badger tuna, that'll be an animal handling check.
Cool. I'll be essentially using honey as a reward.
Yeah, again, your choice. You could probably use some of the fruits that you found in that nearby tree as a reward too.
I mean, if they like that, it's like alright, let's see. Animal handling. That's 21.
21, easy, and you do find that they actually really enjoy the fruit but probably because they're mostly water based, they don't have a lot of opportunities to get any of the fruit.
Yeah. It's probably something
They
they
usually just crush that stuff like between their jaws, but yeah.
Yeah.
You also find that under specific conditions that they can sort of create an illusory effect around them, making themselves harder to hit. It's not like any sort of magical sort of ability. It appears to be something as a result of like their scales and patterning, much akin to that of those oh god, what are they? The sun raptors.
Yeah. So it's natural nature gives a slight effect of like maybe like a mirror image. I think it is like it's close to that effect, but not exactly the same.
More like sanctuary,
Oh.
but they can attack
Okay.
and not lose the ability to do so.
That's actually really good. So yeah.
Will they have to make a perception check, or their attack rolls? Or they just can't, or actually, they have to make a perception check, or they cannot, or their attack rolls are with disadvantage, and they can't move more than half their movement at the start of their turn.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a distance distortion sort of aura, essentially.
Yeah.
Supernatural. But yeah, okay, so that happens in the first half of the day. The second half of the day, make yourself a wisdom check. Not wisdom. Wisdom to
Wisdom or survival, it's the same proficiency.
Yeah, to essentially start learning a bit more about survival.
I'll just do survival checks. It's like I said, same modifier. 12. Not really good. Like.
All right. I take it. All right. Yeah. You had a lot more fun with your with the badger fish.
Well, it's
made a lot of progress with it. He's starting to learn. He's starting to pick up the whole thing with fetch. It seems to be a really simple thing for them, but
but it's just unfortunate that like I had to roll animal handling first and then survival. It probably would have been swapped. It's again downside of going last. That's just really
well, positioning doesn't actually turn doesn't really affect anything. Believe it or not.
Yeah, in this one instance, it did. Yeah, that small gripe aside. So.
Yes. So.
Did I get a point of progress, or is it just?
You do not make a point of progress, though. However, unfortunately, but you do. You still made some progress with you training your badger tuna.
I'm just thinking if I want to use my orange for session and reroll just so I can get this training done and out of the way, so that way I can.
Unfortunately, the time for that has passed.
Why do you do that? Like I would have used that sooner if I had known. Like it's.
This is kind of obvious.
Yeah,
it's but fair.
That's
so. Do you want to use this one time? Do you want to use your once per session on this?
Yeah.
Or no?
I'd like to try to get it all away because it's just like it. Yeah, I'm gonna use just reroll. It's like, oh wow, that's just sucks. This sucks.
Yeah, roll 20. Much unlike yesterday, where it was giving the players some handouts, is
Yeah.
now shitting on the players.
Man, all I want to do is get proficiency in survival.
You know who I have to blame? I blame Himmler.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I'm like, for some reason, my luck's just being crass with me. It's like the one thing I want to get done, it's not letting me get done.
I get it. Don't need to drag it on, but I understand that feel. All too often.
Yeah,
All too often.
Yeah, I don't mean to drag things on. Anyways, continue.
Good God, too often.
Continue. Just continue.
Right, shit. Fuck. I'm so sorry. This is unprofessional of me. Right. What was it? Right. It was a straight intelligence. You know, make 5 intelligence checks for me for you.
Oh, this.
No, 5. About 8. Sorry, 8. I think it's been 8. Wait, no. Hold on. It's been a week, a few days. I think about 3. No, 5. Oh, for her training for was it Maid Slayer? No, it wasn't Maid Slayer. I think it was Maid Slayer. Huh? Yeah, it was Maid Slayer. My apologies. Yeah, so let's see here. It's not intelligence save, it's intelligence check. Yep, that would be a 16 on the first one. So we'll say with that 16, that counts for all the previous ones, and at this point you do pick up the Maid Slayer feat. So feel free to drag and drop that into your inventory. Into your character sheet, sorry, rather. Because that is on me. I forgot about it. It has been something of a time as of recent. So, yeah. That doesn't mean I don't blame myself. It's just, yeah. So, let's see here. Yep. And with that, as night comes, let's see here. Alex, you hear Norlai hears their tuna fish sort of making some noises out in the river.
And I'll check.
Appears to be some, not barks, but like yelps.
Yeah, I'm checking on them. Like I said.
Or chips.
Yeah, I'm checking on them. Checking on them.
Yeah, got it. So, as you do so, you see this man. Let me just copy in the image again. Currently just sitting in the river, sort of patting the head of this creature, and you can feel free to pull it up for the video recording.
Yeah.
He appears to be an elvish man with blue hair. That's kind of they exist. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's up to your own personal opinion. With an ice and somewhat icy and somewhat watery crown or tiara on his head, and with this cloak that does heavily resemble that of like rivers, rivers and streams when it crashes against the water. It's just currently petting this thing. It was just chirping in under its breath, almost happy to receive these head pats.
Or I will just make a slight comment, not being like, say you're making friends with my friend.
As he sort of turns to look at you.
It's like, hello there.
Well, now my day's been ruined.
Why?
I failed to surprise you. Doesn't look good for me if I don't surprise you. But it's fine, I can work with this. I think at this point the rest of you will come at this point. With that, he sort of takes a moment to starts chittering something under his breath towards the tuna fish, and it sort of makes its way to allow for this elvish man to climb atop the shore, essentially.
Yeah.
Let me just pull up the. Where's the? Gosh darn. God damn it, Bobby! No, try and pull up some song I had pulled up for this.
I assume my dad.
No.
No, I'm just pulling up a song that I'd misplaced.
Ah.
There we go. Is it currently playing?
I mean, it might be coming in quiet first.
It might just be a bit quiet right now, yeah. So, with that being said, he begins to climb, or sort of not climb, but walk atop the shore. And sort of lightly bows towards each of you. He actually does take a start. He actually does not bow specifically towards you, Hajime, at all. Hello? Oh dear.
Yeah, we're
Alright, Discord disconnected me just now. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Alright, so am I coming in clear?
Yeah, I hear you just fine.
I forgot I was on push to talk.
Yeah, so you notice that they do not bow towards you in particular.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind. She squints at him like, what type of shit is this guy on?
Yeah, especially since you're from the Chicago Royal Empire. It's kind of like a Mean Girls level of bullying. That is, if it is his intention.
Right.
He says, no, and I was informed that there was someone I was informed that you were carrying some coinage, yes? Belonging to that demigod? Or the avatar of that demigod? Rakdos?
So that was his name. Yeah, my magic cure goes off of him. With them.
Depends what you want with them.
Yeah.
Straight to business. I guess that's fine. Right. So, I know that your people often have, at this point, need of quick transportation to and from certain locations. From what I can recall, by rivers are are close to your entrance or exit gates. I simply have one offer. I will provide you quick, efficient, and easy transportation up and down this stream, all the way into your little wherever that is, in exchange for 50 of your coins. Nothing will harm you. Nothing will slow you down. At most, it will take you about half an hour to reach there. After that, we're done.
So you're just offering us a one-time thing?
Yes. And it will only take you 10 minutes to get to where you want to go. I'm assuming you plan to leave eventually, yes? Oh, and if you want, I'll throw in that, as you see your tuna badger sort of nuzzles his elbow. Fine. I'll also throw in that Gerald will be able to travel the surface with you.
Like,
on top of that.
wait. Looking out, wait, so is that, like, Gerald, as it were, bound here?
No, he's not bound. He's just physically incapable of going further out into the land. He does still need to return to the water at some point, so the farther he goes, the farther it takes for him to return, and the more dehydrated he becomes.
Okay.
With the blessing I will bestow upon him, that will be a problem of the past. But he will not gain the benefits that he would normally have when he's than he would have in the water. He'll be about as fast as I suppose one of the children of these lands.
So above game, it would lose his. Like, would he permanently lose abilities, or just not apply during when he's on land?
He does not gain the benefits of his distance distortion aura while he's on land.
Alright, so as soon as
he also only has a 15-foot walking speed. So he can get on the land, but the longer he's on land, the more dry he'll become and all that shit.
Yeah, but with the blessing, it'll negate some of,
It'll give him 30-foot movement speed, and he can easily stay on land as long as he wants.
So we're talking about a permanent speed reduction then.
Or a permanent speed boost by 15 feet. Yeah, and the ability to,
okay.
Not need to return to water.
I mean,
are you willing to offer the buff on its own, or is it a package deal?
He actually does not respond to you.
That's cold.
If you want, you can make an insight. Any of you can.
I 100% making it.
Yeah, let's see how well I can do.
This guy is starting to piss me.
19.
Alright, 19, 16.
We're doing insight? Alright.
If you want,
or am I doing straight wisdom? Because...
Yeah, it would be using wisdom for this. Yeah, you don't have to be proficient in this. Alright.
17, that's...
So, all you can tell that it's not that he's ignoring you in particular, Hajime, it's that he literally appears to be unable to see you. When he looks in your general direction, he's not looking at you, he's looking through you.
It's like realizing this, like it's like thinking about it's like wait, it's like I'll make slight message. I'm like wait, can you not see her like pointing in like what to him is a void of space.
Sort of narrows his eyes and looks there. I don't understand. There's only the three of you and that odd woman who's staring at me in that suit of armor over there. She points to Benor.
Well, let me try something.
Staring menacingly with her sword.
All right, I'll pull my one of my weapons, slowly hand it over to Hajime and just see what would happen to his perspective. Like, hold on, let me see if I try something. Pay attention to the sword and just hand it off to Hajime.
I see. I think I realize the predicament here. Sort of claps his hands twice, and you see this slight shimmer off of him. Oh God! I think I'm starting to regret it.
Everything's alright.
That is the most gaudy sort of attire I've ever seen. Like, I mean, what they're wearing makes sense, but what is wrong with you, child? Have you not received enough love and affection to dress yourself in that way?
Remember, you're on push to talk, Mass.
Yeah, remember.
Can you actually understand me now?
Unfortunately, yes. Good gods, what? Who cursed you? Because you're by far the most hideous creature I've ever seen. I've seen some very hideous infants in my time.
Where do you get off your high horse? As she just...
Oh God, she's getting loud. Yeah, she actually visibly retches.
She takes off her arm-length gloves and just...
Oh God, it gets worse!
And she just slaps him in the face with it.
Alright, now he has to make a con save. Let's see here. Alright, sorry?
I'll be right back while this is going on.
Alright, make an Arcana check. Alright. So, you know that you can probably guess some Fae have an aversion to certain things. A Fae of the Winter Court often have an aversion towards, or except for with a few exceptions, like that being Jack Frost, have an aversion towards heat and pyres and things of the sort. Fae of the Summer Court have an opposite aversion, where they have an aversion to the cold, though again some exceptions. Where you don't know what his aversion is in terms of Hajime, but I mean whatever it is, it's enough to make him visibly puke and start panicking as he's like, oh gosh, what's wrong with? Oh God, why? As he just empties out his stomach into the stomach contents into the river, which does appear to be just clean water, sparkly clean water. Like, good God, that's really sparkly. Oh, sorry, can you say that again?
Oh. Yeah. Actually, and does Veer say this out loud? Can I make an insight or make a check to discern what sort
as how I'm Faye, I know aversions. Could
Yeah,
I
like most
infer
common
what
is
his
cold
aversion to
iron.
me
So
would be?
yeah,
Like, why would he be
make an
having
yeah,
this?
make a insight check with disadvantage. Because you don't know much about this person, this entity, but you have some experience with Fae, so you're able to roll at all.
Hello?
Yes? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so, Mas, you were saying? Yellow?
Goddamn push to talk. Is
Just,
there
yeah, you have to really work on your accuracy with your thumb or finger.
is there any way I can infer or make a check to see what's his aversion to me?
Again, an insight check with disadvantage. You do have experience with the Fey courts, but you don't know this specific Fey entity, so you're kind
And
of running off of theory and
okay.
guesstimations.
And just as a personal question, what would be the Obsidian Court's aversion? Uh, they're the people who guard the Fey bridges and who are direct contact with people.
It's actually a far more serious allergy to cold iron. It's what they don't have an aversion to anything or anyone in particular except for cold iron. That is doubly even more intensified with them.
Okay, so I have to really look out for cold iron.
Well, you don't you in particular, but your parents, yeah,
Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. I got a 10.
yeah. So 10. Do you want to use your once per session on this or no?
Uh, that is only a 5. I will.
All right. Still a disadvantage though. Just friendly reminder. 20. All right. 23. Oh, okay. All right. So Fuller just DC'd. Probably some stuff IRL. So, all right. 23. I just sort of it's an insight check by the way, so that's a -3 to that. But either way, it's a success. You can guess that with like the sort of like a few cases of some fey of like rivers and streams and oceans, they're generally a lot more relaxed and they generally like go with the flow. The entity you serve isn't really go with the flow. They're very reactionary. They will react immediately. They hold grudges. You get a feeling that this Fey Lord's aversion is stagnancy in its most pure social form. Grudges. Your patron is all about grudges. And,
Alright.
and things like that. Did I come in clear?
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I got you.
I just got back, so.
Yeah, I heard you.
I was looking
The
to.
very fact your entity requires you to act on it definitely doesn't help. Probably makes it even worse in this case. You're like a stick of uranium, and he's just some random schmuck.
he still insulted me and my craft. His aversion is one thing, but calling me cursed and hideous and all that stuff, that's another.
That's likely a result. Oh, hello, welcome back, Flutter. That's likely a result because the entity sort of.
So what, does he see me as something totally different?
Yeah, probably from his perspective. If you want, yeah. So, did you? All right. So, yeah. So, Flutter, Mask, do you want to relay what Hajme's learned to the rest of the party?
She crosses her arms and like taps her foot, thinking, "Gotta hate Fade versions. This prick is probably reacting so harshly because of my patron. Some weird flu. She the party. You know what Fade versions are, right?
Can you repeat that?
You know what? She asked the party. You know what Fade versions are, right?
All right. Flutter, do you hear? Are you able to hear Mask? Because I can hear him just fine, but. Your audio is cutting out. All right, try again, Flutter. I can hear you loud and clear now. Can anyone else hear Flutter just fine, or?
I can hear Flutter.
For now.
Okay. I mean, aside from Alex, who's basically space at this point.
But at this time, it's a given.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So, do you hear what Mask said?
You know what Fey versions are. This. He insulted me, but I think he's seeing me differently because of my patron. Something to do with Fey versions, and the only thing I could assume is because he's of the river, and my patron is of vengeance of rash actions. He might have aversion to that entirely. I am very reactionary, and so is because of my patron. And he might have a aversion to that entirely.
Indeed.
What's going on now?
He's literally allergic to the River Lord is literally allergic to Hajime's patron due to what they represent and what their area of influence is.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Actually, yes. She crosses her arms again. I hope he's seeing me differently. There's no excuse to insult my craft.
Don't touch me.
A lot of.
He's sort of cradling himself inside the river, just washing his face.
I feel like
It seems like overkill.
Very strong aversion.
Hmm. I don't know how bad his aversion is, or if he's just being a prick.
I mean, would it take another insight? Would it be like to tell?
I'll say using your previous insight, he's not overplaying it. He seems like the sort of guy who, just kind of like you. He means what he says, and he doesn't oversell things. He's actively like sort of traumatized by the sight of her,
Yeah,
and even making contact with her, it's like it's like radiation almost, and he's actively mental radiation is washing himself off.
okay. So normally I would relay that to Hajime. It's like, yeah, it's like a literal, like allergic, like severe allergic reaction with you. It's that bad.
Mm,
It's legit.
like cold iron to Faye, entirely.
Essentially.
Well, I am absolutely useless here, as she just leaves.
just just walk inside the like a snail house, snail hut, as it were.
So, do you guys take his offer?
All right, so it's 50 soul coins for
Essentially, a speed boost for your Badger fit tuna,
yeah.
as well as
You
free
shouldn't-
one-way transportation to the closest location near your entrance/exit point. Guaranteed to be
Well,
safe, and 10 minutes of
it's
10-minute
the
travel time.
it's the opposite. It's the 50 gold pieces for the one-way travel, but he's throwing in the bonus for free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
And
so
you should ask if he's
because
willing to sell.
he likes because he understands the emotional attachment your animal has now with you.
You should
Like,
ask
okay,
if
you know what?
he,
Fine, you're cool. You made a friend with this guy. Fine, we'll throw in this extra little thing just because. Well, not like that. He's like, no,
yeah,
okay.
he
He
like he
seems to like
legit
him. Fine.
legit understands. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, he's just being nice. Like, okay, this is my area domain. I can do this. Yeah, I'll throw in this whole thing extra.
All right, considering that we have how many soul coins left? Like 100 and something. 100 and
Hajime kind of yells from the snail hut. You should ask if he's willing to sell the benefit on separately.
uh, I like yeah, above game most me also trying to get a reminder from DM because my brain is being fried from headache.
Yeah. What were you about to ask?
How many soul coins do we actually have? Like, because I know he's asking for those.
We there's 198. Hajime or not Vera spent 2 on the monkey blood.
And and you paid like, was it 20 for essentially backup from two giant gorillas and a anti-magic white ape
Yeah,
with a spear.
that
So
will
that's
be
one.
here. That will apply as company whenever we entered here, which is really good.
So that's 166.
Yeah, so 166. So
You should.
I mean, it'd be an immediate way to get out. We wouldn't have to worry about any of the Yellow Lords beating us. I think the only one left is that Queen of the Harpies, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, we told them where we're going to be staying. We have the beacon activated.
Yeah. Alright, so what Norlai would do would be like, the offer is nice, but reinforcement, like, a team is on the way. They're already coming here to help us. The boon for the badgerfish is nice, and I would love to take it, but seeing how it would be included into the one-way trip, It's like, I'd honestly rather ask if it just get the boon or get a really generous discount to make it worth it.
Alright. Sort of shakily just gulps takes a deep gulp. Turns towards you, but trying to avoid looking at Hajime.
Hajime already went inside the snail hut.
Oh, okay, yeah. And he just check. He's still doing that, but
Yeah.
noticing that she's not. Oh, thank God. Oh, by the pits, thank goodness. Where was I? Yeah. Sure. Make a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
I'll slap you with guidance.
From the distance is freaking new.
You can do it through your familiar.
Yeah. Alright, so persuasion. Hopefully I roll better on this than I've been rolling all night.
What the fuck?
12. I can't catch a break, man. Like, tonight's just a fucking wash for me.
From the side of that girl, I'm sorry, but for my own. Oh, yeah, you do have advantage because you're receiving help from Vera.
Oh, okay, so.
Yeah.
I gotta roll that d4 still then.
That's a D4 still. It's a modified 20. Hey.
Oh.
I mean, 21 is it? Normally, I would say no from seeing that girl. Oh God, I need to take a bath after this. Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Sure. It'll be 5 points just for this, I'll say. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I feel better already. Oh, paladins. If they were here, they would have been very violent, and I don't want any of that. No.
Agreed, because you wouldn't have any paladin. As he's just like Gallifrey is being very protective of his friends right now.
I also have a reputation to keep of being generally very relaxed, and I don't want to break that reputation. He sort of pats his stomach a bit as he lets out a bit of a belch. Okay, I'm good. Everything's fine. She's... The girl is not here. Oh, that very odd tree. It's fine. She's not here. Everything's fine. Basically having his own sort of panic attack.
Yeah, alright, so.
He's calming himself down, like, okay, in, out. Alright. Can do this, yes, so.
If you're trying to, I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, he's having flutter. Yeah, you might want to get. Can you try to get a few centimeters closer to your mic? All right. Let's see here. Actually, let's try something. Let's everyone disconnect, and then we'll reconnect. I'll even get the bot out of here. Hello there.
2, 3, testing.
Hey.
I can hear you loud and clear now. I can hear you much. Actually, I can somehow hear you a lot better now.
I can hear you.
Hello? I can hear you loud and clear, Flutter. As well as you, Armored.
Hooray!
I think that might have fixed it.
Everyone is robotic for me.
Oh.
Hold on.
That's
Oh dear. Domo arigato, Mr. Masduko.
You're fine for now.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I think it was just a bad connect.
Yeah, I think it was just a bad connection with Discord. These things unfortunately happen. Doesn't make it any better, but yeah. Yeah, see, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's hear. Where were we? All right. Yes, I. It's a bit of a steep price. Right. Back to business. Back to business. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. I'm not seeing her. That's overwhelming her. It's not affecting me. I'm not. I'm here. I'm in my element. I'm in the water. Yes. 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 And he sort of essentially is hyping himself up. Okay. I'm sorry about that. It doesn't usually happen to me. It never happens to me. Yes, yes, I think that 50 initially might have been a bit too much steep of a price. I'm sorry.
It's understandable.
And your sudden kindness and your the kind words given by the Alpamak here. Sorry, Phil, was it? He sort of says towards it.
What was that, Flutter?
Alpamak. PME. Essentially, yeah, this is the spelling. I'll just put it in roll 20 as well. Alpamak. That's the name of the creature.
It's Viking's friend.
Well, not Vikings. That's Alex's friend.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
The badgerfish.
The name of the badgerfish.
That's what the type. That's what the type of the. It's the name of the creature. What like bug, like owlbear thing for those things.
Like an Asahoto?
Huh?
Like remember I made a animal companion friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So with a monkey hand.
So. The name of the badgerfish itself is Alcapec, essentially, not like that.
Yeah,
that's the name.
Not
of the
actual name. He's asking I'm sorry. Was it Phil? He's asking to the creature itself, which is sort of rolls his eyes and just sort of pats him in the back. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry for getting your name wrong. I'll figure it out eventually before you leave. Yes. Yes. That might have been a bit of a steep price, and thank you for being so understanding. I don't know what overcame me. That never happens.
We all have our bad days.
Not even with a bear king.
Yeah. All right. So.
Yes, it happened once. Thank you.
All right. So how much for a price reduction?
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And I missed something that I like. Godfrey would have hopped on as soon as he heard it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I lost my
What were
train
you
of
gonna
thought.
say? Like what? Like how much are you? How much would you cost now?
Right. Like so.
Yes. The price change. Yes, of course. My apologies. I'm getting a bit too distracted. I get this way when I'm nervous, which never happens. Yes. So where were we? Yes. I'm thinking in that case, thanks to you being so understanding, maybe 25 soul coins instead. 20? 20 is my minimum offer.
20 would work just fine, I think.
Wonderful, thank you. I take it you presented to him and all that.
Yeah, if you're all fine with that, yeah.
All right. Okay.
So is this just?
So are you guys okay with 20?
Is this just for the boon, or is this for the boon and the?
This is for the transportation. He's realizing, okay, maybe it might be a bit too expensive. Yeah, maybe just for the transportation, he'll drop it to like 20 soul coins at minimum, 25 at most if you want to be nice.
Okay.
Throw in a 5 coin tip.
So 20 for the transportation and the boon for the I cannot.
For your badgerfish. Yeah, I think it's a lot easier to remember badgerfish.
Yeah,
badgerfish.
Yeah, badgerfish is easier to remember, honestly. We had a weird name for a creature. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, honestly, 20 for that for all that is not bad. Seeing how it will get us pretty much instantly out. And we can just relay to the team as we're traveling on the river to that we managed to get a rapid way out.
A rapid way back once the extraction team reaches your campsite. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping to fight against the queen.
Flutter, you're saying? That is true. I would say he would have it apply to anyone you bring with you, including your those appear to be former serpent assassins. Oh no, well, it's not so much of a house. I'm sorry, my brain's getting potatoed.
What's going on now?
What's this about the hollow spell? Sorry.
Oh, well, that's right. Some time ago, like after they got everything all set up, I did set up the hollow spell here. So that was
I'd actually think it's a bad idea. We're under obligation to stay here.
Well, once you have you don't have to use it now. It's when you want to.
Okay, it's not okay. Here's the way I see it. If we're contractually obligated to stay put, but we have a way to get back, and they don't want us to use it, I'm literally gonna chew them out for it.
It's not that they don't want you to use it. Here's the thing: they don't want you to use it now. They need you in location. They want to escort you back. If you have a fast and safe way of traveling back, they'll be cautious. They'll cautiously accept it. Your option.
Oh.
If you're certain it's safe.
So I can agree to that. 20.
Damn it! Someone's calling me when they know I have a game. Spark. Hold on.
Oh yeah, so waiting for the extraction team. Yeah, he'll essentially when you want to go back, you can just get into the river and essentially he'll grant each of you like a small stone to just drop into the water, which will dissolve. And essentially bring you to that location nearest to your entrance/exit.
So you're all proposing just to wait for the extraction team still? Like, do we know if they entered the forest yet? Is the question.
You would not have a way, but you threw the mirror into the thing, so you don't have any way of communicating with them directly.
Okay, so wait.
Unless you have a message stone.
That's what I wanted to know. Okay, that's
into the fire. It's procedure, so that way you don't leave any traces of, or that way you don't leave any traces for any sort of hostile fate to use.
Okay, so
it is the beacon. You throw it into the fire.
Okay. Yes, I understand.
Throwing it into the fire is the beacon.
Yeah, so now it's still up in the air, and we won't get it back until we get another one, essentially. Or if they give us another one, that is the question.
Or until the extraction team arrives, yeah.
Okay, so we still have to wait for them regardless. So, alright, we can use this when we have to get out. Now that I actually understand.
Yeah, and anyone with you will be brought over alongside you. Okay. Also, welcome back.
Okay, so with all that said, you cool with the spending the 20 coins for this, because that way we can just inform them of because this is a really good boon for the badgerfish. So plus a free an instant way to get out once the team arrives.
Oh, and there is something I wanted to ask.
Of course. What would you like to ask the River King?
What's this about a bear king?
Oh, sorry, the River King, the Fey King of the rivers.
No. He's the River King mentioned a Bear King.
He's old friend of mine. Good man all around. Good man all around. He generally, though, prior to the separation that we're currently experiencing, he's currently residing in the far western side of this jungle. Very good man, though. I trust him with my life.
Can I probably shouldn't have. How close is this to the snail house? Is it close
To
enough
the
where I
what?
can hear?
How close is it,
Uh,
from where he's speaking in the Style House? Is it loud enough where he's speaking where Hajime gets to hear it on the inside?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, he's trying. Even though he doesn't like you being in his presence, he's not a dick.
Yeah.
He's trying to, be all. He's trying to he's trying to project himself to be a lot louder, so that way you can hear him. But he's not. He's not audibly louder. Doesn't seem like he's yelling at you.
Yeah.
She kind of has her arms on the window, kind of looking outside. Ask him what of the animal lords there are.
Oh god, the sounds are making my head ache. I'm so sorry. This is god.
Okay. Well, quickly, like before I leave, can you inform us about any other kings or queens, like animal lords that may be here?
Let me think. There's my wife, but she's been busy, and with the separation as of recent from whatever's separating us from all the other kings and queens. It's a bit difficult to.
Okay.
Huh? Yes, the smoke, the fog wall. You probably haven't ever seen it actually. Essentially, the fog wall you saw like at the edge of the map, essentially around the edge of the map. I can't. I mean, unless I die, which I preferably would not like to do because leaves those under my power powerless for a while. I don't want to risk their safety because of my selfishness.
Okay.
Are you what? Sorry, are you what? I had some of my own servants try to cross over. They ended up coming back exactly where they came in. I doubt that you'd be able to. Hmm? I don't necessarily understand, but I'll nod along, pretending I am understanding every single thing you're saying, out of respect. Would you like to see a mirage of my wife? He sort of claps. He sort of raises a hand, and he creates this. It's somewhat blurry because of water and probably because his memory's a bit faded, but it's essentially think World of Warcraft elf, like purple skin, long ears. Yeah, I posted the image in Thursday group.
Yeah, I want to actually show it up in the recording until we actually meet her, so we get the actual visualization. But
Guys,
what's going on?
Flutter's talking.
Oh.
Can you repeat that again, Flutter? Sorry. Unfortunately, not. If there was, then I'd find a way to back to her, and I. But whatever's separating us is far far too powerful enough to prevent the Snow Queen from attempting to spread her influence into this land. One moment. I think I know what's going on here. All right, I think it's audio quality. My headphone mic is not the best, so sorry.
Yeah, but now you're quieter. Hold on.
Yeah, sorry. One moment. All right, am I louder?
Still quiet.
Better now?
Only slightly.
Unfortunate. I need to hear you guys, so. Can you repeat that, Flutter? He sort of. She has, I made her, when we first met, a ring made of the ice of the first river I'd ever was born. Not born, but created in. Born in? I don't know. Yes, it was. He does so. It's like a simple. Well, it kind of looks like silver band. All right, you do so. Locate object. You do so. As you ping it around, you see that it's like, how do I put this? It's like lines tracing across the walls, so to speak, the mist walls. You see like the position that would normally ping off is like bouncing off of the walls themselves, as if it's like a fly trying to enter a jar.
So, what are the other animal lords besides the one that, the list of ones that we know?
There's the Lord of the Hunt, who's been relatively quiet. It's my half brother, the yeah, brutish folk sort, but he's not unpleasant, at the very least.
Bit of a headstrong guy, essentially.
Yes, I suppose. Trial by combat sort of folk, sort of man. Let's see. There's the Queen of Birds, the Queen of the King. Let's see. There's the Queen of Birds. There is the Moonlit King, the Monkey King, the Mouse King. Let's see. There's the Bat King, but he's been minding his own business, fortunately. No, actually, sort of. He has a sort of bat-like nose, and like pale yellowish skin and pointy ears.
Huh.
Oh, no, he's a bit of an odd folk, but he's okay, I suppose.
That all the animal lords you know of?
Give me a moment. There's also the Ant Queen. Let's see. There's the Hive Queen, actually. She generally represents both the bees and wasps. So,
something. It's how it's always been, as far as I'm aware.
Above game, is that? Mm.
I'm unaware of... I could tell you a long and arduous story of each of our births, but... sure.
Alright.
We'll talk about this a bit later, but there's also the Queen of Cats, but she's a bit foreign, and she's not from around here. So she's a bit of an odd duck to the rest of us. I suppose. I've never had to deal with cats. I mean, except for tigers.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else?
That. Okay. Above game, was that all the animal lords?
Essentially, yeah, aside from like the Queen of Serpents, who you've already
Yeah.
met,
Alright, so that's all of them. It's like, alright, I think of...
Queen of Scorpions, yeah.
Okay. I personally got nothing. Nothing on it.
Hmm? I suppose. I've never been the most intellectual folk. That's always been my wife. I'm sure she could probably tell you her own theories of these sort of arcane means. Funny. The more I talk to her, the more I talk about her, far more easily I remember her. She is a bit cold, but she'd probably certainly love a conversation with you about such subjects. Oh, about 2 months ago. Memory's still fresh of her. Still remember the way she speaks, the way she talks. Why I love her. Why she loves me and hates me. But it's not easy, I will say. Yes. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the knowledge from my, well, let's be frank, cultists are starting to be a bit, are starting to be thinned out. Nevertheless, is there anything else I can assist you with? Anything else you might want in terms of what the rivers can provide?
Well,
except for the river's bounty, I'm sorry,
yeah.
but I cannot
That's
grant you
obvious. I'm like,
that. You will have to earn that yourself.
I mean, the other thing I kind of want, I want is be able to actually fully understand a good new friend here, pointing at the badgerfish.
Oh, done. As he just snaps his fingers and he's here. Aw, shit, here we go again. Again with this whole weird ass talking at... Yes. Oh, she could now understand you. Wait, she can understand me now? Holy shit.
Neat.
Undo,
Thank you.
undo it.
No, it's like you're just like, undo it, please, undo it. It's like, no, this is the best thing ever.
Also, my name's not Phil, it's Eric.
Eric? All right.
Yeah, it's Eric.
Nice to officially meet you, Eric.
Likewise. Undo it. No.
Hit the undo button. Cannot undo. Error has been found. Shit.
Eric slowly slowly holds up his axe
And before only you can actually understand what he's
Yeah,
saying.
it's
Everyone
only
else,
Norlai that can actually understand.
Norlai speaking normally, mind you. So whatever she says to it, you can understand. But
Whatever it's
yeah,
saying, all you hear is or honey badger noises, whatever how honey badgers sound.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Though that being said, is that all you require of me? I can offer some other things. That thing was free because I like. I'm sorry, Eric. He sort of nods. Keep on talking. Yes, I like Eric. He's been a good friend of mine ever since he was born. I made sure that his hatching was a successful one. Don't make it that obvious. I'm going to make it as obvious as I can, as I want to. That being said, uh, again, if you need anything else, you know where I am.
We'll contact you if anything else comes to mind or if anything else is of need.
Yes. I suppose I have a reputation to uphold. If that young woman finds herself available to duel, I suppose I will have to, out of obligation, to keep my reputation as a master bladesman.
Mm.
My mate, I'll make certain adjustments with certain visual glamours I have for my perception of them. Apparently, I had a visual glamour applied onto me that essentially made things that would be harmful to me for me to see unseeable to me. But and I would be unable to interact with them. Which is why I was unable to actually speak to or see to her at all, or even hear her. More for my own sake, after a particularly unpleasant incident with the Queen of Scorpions. A little worse, the Witch Queen.
Yes.
Belial.
Yes, the Scarfing Hane. She went out like a bitch.
Thank you. It was a very
Gallifrey just smiled. Gallifrey laughs in Freevold.
Hajime yells from the snail house. I'll take you on that challenge. There's no way you fight better than I do.
You see, as he sort of like visibly shivers, like,
She has a point. If that is your reaction to her physical beauty, then maybe you can.
It's because of who she apparently aligns with that causes me physical discomfort. You'd act very uncomfortable under several miles deep underwater, yes?
Actually, I've been several miles under. I would have to tell you guys. I've been people tried to drown me in the ocean, and I was fine.
And you lived a strange life.
Oh, fire! You know what I mean. If you would feel uncomfortable if you were in something that would actually physically or mentally harm you.
Yeah.
I can make certain adjustments though with some visual glamours applied to me. Oh, hello, welcome back.
Turns to the one who said that and goes, "You try having a dull life whilst living for 9,999 years." Yeah. Tomorrow, actually. Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Though, I must say, though, the fact that the Witch Queen has yet to actually speak to you is, well, surprising.
Yeah, I'm thinking that as soon as she comes towards us, it's gonna be very, very violent actions.
Or you have some far more Bismeal. I apologize. Her name is Bismeal. Either that, or you have far more hostile enemies hunting you down than that she would not wish to intervene.
That's a concerning thought.
Possibly.
Uh,
But I've already done my business. Nothing else?
There's nothing else that comes to mind.
Bismeal, but she hasn't. I mean, has she been? No, not Bismeal. Bismeal's still under the same laws, under the same pact that we all agreed to.
I thought the snake drew a picture of the River King.
Well, if it's whoever this woman is you're referencing that you do wish to be named, is powerful enough to scare off Ishmael, then you have far more troubling things to worry about than any of us.
So I hear somebody will be dealing with the Scorpion Queen soon, or the Snake Queen as soon as she appears.
No, it's the queen. It's
The bird queen. Yeah, the harpy.
queen.
Queen of Birds, yes.
Yeah, the scorpion we already dealt with, who's currently who knows fucking where, and
Oh, she's in the Astral Sea.
yeah.
Reforming and all that. After that, it'll take a while for her to be able to
Yeah.
transport herself back. Time there is also a bit wonky, so I don't know how long it'll normally be.
Now that's one place I've never gone.
Pray that you never do.
Yeah, it's probably not for the place. Anyways, we'll let you go, as it were.
Yes. And again, if the young lady, wishes to do, he just turns into water, just splashes into the river, and just disappears.
Don't want to.
She leaves the snail house. There's no way he's a master swordsman. I do not believe it for a second.
It takes all kinds. And he actually looks at Hajime. Back in my village, you'd have several suitors. As he just walks on by.
I can understand him in being retching from my smell or from my look, but did he have to insult my craft, my art, my craftsmanship?
Or the effect of your patron.
Yeah.
But would my clothes morph into it as well?
Dude, that's a solid question.
Lenore sort of chimes in. If they're attached to you, yes.
Yeah, they might. They probably would look fine if you weren't wearing them. I know that came out wrong, but yeah.
Oh, you flat.
Benor just sort of stares at you, begins to draw her blade. She is a minor by your world standards.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said I know what I said, and that sounded wrong. That's why I admitted it.
She slowly sheathes back her sword.
I appreciate the assist. I appreciate the assist, but I'm fairly certain I can handle that myself.
Besides, I'm not interested in anyone unless they can drink me underneath the table.
You need to do that drinking test.
Eventually, yeah. Said.
Anywho, actually, Hajime, I need to talk to you. I'm guessing that gets a no.
Depends what it is we're discussing.
like just holds up the skin from the turtle alligator thing.
Alligator turtle.
Yeah, alligator turtle. Gonna make some nice
You
shoes.
got it right the first time around.
Gonna make some
Avatar:
nice
Last
boots.
Airbender levels of weird shit.
I'm personally
Can you-
loving this place because it is just reminding me of Airbender, like a last Airbender.
Is it like
Can
the,
you help me? Okay.
You're saying.
go on.
Can you please help me make a coat from this?
Hmm.
Nice
Is
leather
it-
chest coat. Jeez.
Is it scales or is it like a leathery skin?
It's like a leathery skin.
Hmm.
It's like actually it's a weird combination of both.
Hmm. Oh. Hmm.
Certainly would be a challenge for someone like you.
She kind of runs her tongue over her teeth, kind of thinking, I still have some of that Cabblepus oil. I could, I could treat the hide, provided some benefits. Remind me, Auntie, what benefits does the Cabblepus treatment provide?
This is a what treatment?
The Cabblepus, the Cabblepus.
The necrotic weird creature thing.
Yeah.
Poisoning you. It gave you resistance to poison, and give you advantage on saving throws against poison, as well as resistance against touch-based sources of touch-based or weapon-based necrotic sources. So it wouldn't affect like ranged necrotic sources.
Didn't it also do something against acid or something?
Yes, also resistance against acid while wearing it.
Hmm.
No, that is something Gallifrey would love to have.
Yeah.
I mean, you can sort of resist acid from your rage, but when you're not raging, I think it'd definitely be useful.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, and also now that you're able to be diseased, you're able to be diseased. Oh shit! No, I'm not good. I'm not gonna be evil.
Back before I met you, I hunted down this monstrosity, a Cockable Plus. Whatever. The name is outrageously difficult to pronounce.
What would the role be for him to know it? Nature.
Nature, yeah.
All right. He takes this thinking stance, like, let's see if this rings any bells.
Yes, you know them to be, from your own personal experience, loathsome and live in. They are loathsome and as vile as the swamplands in which they live, often causing them to be wastelands. They smell terrible, absolutely abhorrent.
And they taste like licorice, like black licorice.
Like really, really vinegary licorice.
Like
Very slimy slimy vinegary licorice.
Like
yeah.
he's had to eat one
They've got
because of survival.
They've got a literal death ray that they can from their tail. They're sort of one of these magic.
Yeah,
creatures.
I know the creature all too well. Had to eat one.
Why would... I'm guessing only for pure survival. Because otherwise, why on earth would you eat a monstrosity?
We were out of rations. And we were on an expedition trip from the frozen north.
Well, I had gotten a job from the local druidic guild, asking someone to investigate the wilting trees in the swamplands forming. Got poisoned by its stench. luckily I was able to find the and purchase an antidote for its permastench. But I managed to distill. So I managed to get some oil treatment from said creature, and I'm able to treat leather with it.
Hmm. Yes, a friend who was with me on the expedition was able to make his coat waterproof through it.
I'm able to do more than just waterproof it.
Hmm.
I find these creatures have innate resistance to acid and poison. So by bathing in its own essence, its own blood, if you will, not only will it uh, reduce any natural poisons you come across, but it also reduce the pain from any acids, and as and because of the necrotic nature, certain necrotic spells, mostly the ones cast through touch, will have a harder time passing through.
See.
That being said,
Yes, that would be quite useful.
with that being said, so I take it you guys will call it in for the night. In character, your characters will call it in for the night.
Yeah, it's probably getting late. So. All right.
Yeah.
So luckily, we don't have to worry about rations for a little bit because got at least a week's haul, so at least 6 more days.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So.
Alrighty then. Alright, so.
I am going to ask Hajime something.
Hmm?
Oh, actually, I want to ask the group something.
What?
Did they ever tell you what happened to my axe?
Your axe?
Yes, I used to have an axe of cold iron that was blessed to heat up, well, to catch fire whenever I was in battle and I needed it.
To make slaughtering Fae even easier.
Would that be a history roll there, Auntie?
Yeah. Because I'd say, like, for general off the top of your head, without having to make a roll, the imagery sort of changes depending on who tells it. Like, sometimes it's a sword, sometimes it's a hammer, sometimes it's a hammer axe, sometimes it's a bow.
Oh, no, I roll high.
19. Yeah, you actually know it's a hammer. It's what he described, like, more often than not, it's commonly described as a hammer. It's a
Could I,
throwing hammer.
Am I, do I roll with advantage or just normally?
Normally, because it's sort of the same situation for the Fey courts.
Oh, wow.
Maybe. No, actually, no. You think it's like some sort of like, some sort of dagger, actually, from what you were told. It was some sort of, really dangerous dagger that sort of lashed out like a whip, like a burning whip.
We were told different.
Yeah.
We were told, our history was, it was a dagger used to serrate the flesh and make the death even more torturous.
From the history I know, it was a hammer.
Hajime, you actually, when you say that, you just see the most appalled face, like, look on his face, like...
And you were specifically told the dagger was as long as his manhood.
Oh, fucking lord.
So you can take it up as you can perceive it however you want.
It was I heard two different stories. It was as long as your manhood, depending. It was a machete and it was a push dagger.
He actually laughed at that one.
My favorite was the machete, was because you were compensating for something.
Well, you've seen what it looks like. You know I ain't.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
That being said, anything else?
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Anything else before a long rest applies?
But that's not really what he asked, now is it?
Yeah. Where is
Right.
this? Yeah. That's what I was trying to roll for.
With a history check, you got no idea.
Yeah,
The stories
it's
literally
been-
end at him beating, sort of, pushing back those archfey, and him returning to his village. That's all you know.
Yeah. That's. I literally relay that.
If I were to
Well, here-
hazard the
You didn't roll anything.
No, that was Norlife for her history check.
Yeah. That's.
yeah,
I was
but
about to ask Vera.
Oh, Vera. Sorry. Flutter did. Would you like to roll a history check to see if you know where, according to, lore, or what lore there is, if last time, not Washcheck, sorry, I keep forgetting.
Gallifrey.
Gallifrey's hammer was seen?
18.
18, yeah, same situation. Yeah, same situation. The story. Oh, yes. Sorry. Well, with your 18, you know that the story kind of just ended at him pushing back the Archfey and him returning back to his village to proceed to continue his simple yet honorable life under his for his tribe.
Mm.
In terms of like where ever seen it, it's kind of like one of those tall tales, like, oh, my hammer's as good as Gallifrey's hammer. Or, oh, mine. I found mine where Gallifrey's hammer was last seen, like where the real fight was. It's kind of again, one of those like tall tales.
Mm. The story always ended at when you returned to your village. Perhaps, maybe look there if you're looking for it.
No, that's the thing. My village has long since been gone. Not even ruins.
Mm. As much as I hate to say it, certain items of certain power always ends up gravitating towards that. My mantle, she kind of shows it,
You're little,
found its way.
Yeah.
My mantle, my
Girdle.
technically a girdle, found its way to me. I didn't look for it.
Yeah, it's like they say, if you truly love it, set it free, and if it loves you back, it'll return on its own.
Thing is, that hammer was, as dumb as this sounds, it was given to me by the gods.
As far as you know, yeah.
Hazmate just looks at him like blue. She blue screams.
like,
The fuck?
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I mean, if it was like a really bad archetype problems where the gods had to get involved, or deities as it were, probably understandable. They give the most skilled warrior a weapon.
It was. Archfey came at first with open arms, trying to protect our village from a bad famine. We liked them. We welcomed them with open arms. But there was an Archfey with other ideas. They tried to subjugate us into slavery.
Do you Do you have an? Do you recall what this archfey looked like?
I can give you a name.
Actually, yeah, I actually do vaguely remember his appearance. Not so much his name, just his title.
Oh,
Just PM it to you.
all right.
Come on now.
Well,
And
there
I
might.
and I guess we're doing this as we're eating dinner, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of our history is told through word of mouth, where each court holds their own history, their own traditions. Certain courts, such as the Rose Court, keep theirs by word of mouth, while another, such as the Summer and the Winter Court, keeps more of written tomes, especially the Winter, as
It might be his name, it might also be his name and title, or it might just be some moniker.
His title was, and his name was Modragon the Wolf.
can I roll history for
With
this?
disadvantage, because this is some old shit. Pre-recorded history, Faye. Court shit.
Oh.
And plus, this guy has been talking shit about him.
Yeah. 24. Yeah. There's a lot of Fae that sort of took up that mantle, that name, because back then that was a really cool ass name. So the name has bounced off of a few Fae over the course of a set of centuries. And it's kind of like one of those names like John or Smith. Or Smith. It's very common for some of the old Fae.
I do not remember his appearance, but I remember one thing about him, though. Because I was the one who gave it to him. He had a, he had a crescent scar right on his cheek.
Then with the title of the wolf like that, it's not. It's a name. It's a title that has been bounced back and forth between multiple Fae and Fae alike. There's no one person with with that moniker.
So,
It'd be like a human with John, a human name with John,
or Sven.
Mikal. It's you could have John the 22nd for all I care. I'm curious now. The story was told to Faye as a warning from mingling among the outside the Fae realm, as a precautionary tale of why you should never ever trust those those outside the Fae wilds.
We know that we did not attack first.
Alright.
I have no reason not to trust you.
That does that. Curs will. Is that all?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got nothing.
You eventually call it a night, and you wake up in the morning. So, starting off alphabetically, or reverse alphabetically. Flutter, what does Vera do first thing in the morning? Or not first thing in the morning, but in the morning. So, what do you guys think of this session? I know it's, oh, yeah. Yes? Can you repeat that again? Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
All right. Welcome
So
back.
we were doing, well, Vera wants to research this world as much as possible because it's slow. Um, and honestly, I'm just letting him fill up my list of what I want to do. See, well, I assume that that things are unavailable right now, so I can't get more information from the professor right this second.
I will PM you the info he would have given you regarding himself.
Okay.
As to anyone else, he
Well,
feels it'd be more comfortable for them to describe themselves.
but it was so that was a big one then. Let's see. Do some more writing. I'm going to split up into three phases. I'm going to do some more writing. I'm going to explore the area without wanting too much land. And then the third thing I want to do is equipment maintenance, most notably on Wrath.
All right. On Wrath, doing what in particular?
Well, I want to see if honestly, I'm still kind of confused. I'm still kind of surprised that I didn't like go stronger from being as part of Rakdos. So I want to see if it's like I don't know if it's like a way for something like different to operate. I guess.
All right. Make an Arcana check. All right. With a 19, you know that certain magical items will often, some of them, have certain prerequisites depending on those that wield them. Sometimes, for some of them, it's to complete a task that they started with from the very beginning in order to reach the pinnacle of their abilities. Some of them, it's purely based off of personal skill or even emotional development. It really does. There's no complete science, but it's not always just such and such. Like, oh, you have to kill a strong enemy. It varies from depending on who their wielder is.
Interesting. So the information I got about this weapon being so strong enemies get stronger might not might be missing from its original wielder, or even it could even have been changed by the player.
Possibly, yeah,
Which means that there's no way of really knowing what the best is.
yeah, possibly for now. At least until something makes sense. But then again, since what does anything have so far?
At least so far.
Yeah. All right. And so, what is she going to do for the rest of the day?
Well, she's going to make sure her equipment is maintained,
Mm-hmm.
like all of her equipment, because if like she has a feeling she remembers that Calamar was recently decided into this dungeon, and she feels almost
Yeah, they should be. If they're a god or something like that, they should count as an outsider. So yeah.
But just to make sure, I will double check.
Yeah. So all right. Case. Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
She also
Or she wants to do in
said she
particular?
wants to put the rest of the time just exploring the place, writing, writing speeches on other worlds,
All right.
writing different recipes, and if she has time, she's going to
When I,
do more
I'll be, so,
research.
I'm gonna go. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll
Sorry.
get to you short. We'll get back to you then.
Yeah.
Right. So make a survival check then.
Sabotage destiny. Okay.
No, for Vera.
Oh, well, that's what I'm gonna do when I get back to my turn.
Oh yeah,
I'll be
then
right
make
back.
a straight wisdom check for your case. In your case, I'll tell you the result when you come back.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you're good. All right. 16 from. All right. You managed to get some info from your, or for your treaties, regarding the local wildlife. You encounter some more odd creatures, such as a familiar Atseban, who asking if you guys have any more of that not any more of that alcohol left over. Having that raccoon man with the odd fashion sense. It's a little image to jog in the noggin. Here's a little image to jog in. Yep.
I'm not the person who asked you properly.
All right. Well, we'll get back to you.
Might have skipped one.
Yeah. We'll get to when Alex comes back. We'll cover that. All right. And in that case, Hajime. Mas, what is Hajime going to be doing for her part of the day?
Oh, and I'm going to spend quality time with some beautiful fairies.
Of course. Yeah, you're good. Take your time. So, Mas, what is Hajime going to be doing?
I had something and then I lost it.
Upon seeing the trash goblin right over there. The alcoholic
Sure.
trash goblin. Okay.
Sure, why not? We'll go with that. What did I want to do? Oh. Sorry. I swapped around a spell, a warlock spell, and I want to spend a minute to cast it.
All right. Keeping it.
Uh, Hello?
Mm-hmm.
Everyone went quiet.
Oh yeah, we're just letting Mas do his thing.
Yeah.
Layer sense. Okay. So, let's see here. So, do you have treasure worth at least 500 gold pieces? I'd say you do.
I do.
Definitely have something more than 500 gold pieces. Good God.
Yeah. And, seeing as it's a ritual, I will
It's
do
from your
a
warlock spell list, though.
Alright,
yes.
I've returned with
So-
food and I saw I got a 9 just as I
Yes.
sat down,
Yeah.
so son of a fucking goddamn bitch.
All language, first and foremost. Second, hold on a moment, Alex. Mask, you were saying?
So ritual as a third level.
Yes.
So that's 150 feet.
No, it's less. Well, first and foremost, because it's is it a druid spell?
Oh, do warlocks not get
Warlocks do
ritual?
not get ritual casting unless you spec into a specific invocation and pact.
Then I will. Okay.
then I will expend a third level spell slot.
Very well, this will work. You do so. So, alright. Alright, and it's gonna last 24 hours. And what are you putting inside of it?
Uh, I have some regular jewelry, uh, and some gold coins that would be equal to 500. Mostly gold coins. I have uh, a sapphire necklace. Yes, that's only like that's only like 25 GP. So I'll put that and the 400 and 75 gold. We'll do just straight. I even no, I'll do 40 43. No, 47 platinum and 5 gold coins.
Alright, you do so. And is that all?
I will.
Do you also want to help out Norlight with her training?
Either that or help out. I'll help out Norlai, seeing as
Yeah.
how
I
Yeah, so
that
that'll make that
I
22.
okay.
Alright. And also, Norlight, you were visited by a familiar badger man. Or not badger, raccoon man.
the trash panda.
Trash panda, yeah. Who asks if you got any more of that good shit. Essentially.
I'd say I still have a 6-pack left. Yeah, I still have 6 packs of those standard beers I made before coming in here.
Gibbs. That's all he says, Gibbs.
I'll have another bottle blank. Do you still have the other bottle I gave you?
Mm-hmm. He hands it to you.
Alright, I'll add that back in my inventory.
You see that the stopper for it's kind of chewed slightly, but oh dear.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. You see the stopper's somewhat chewed, but it's the glass bottle's in one piece. There's also like
Yeah.
little pink streaks on it as well.
Yeah.
Also, welcome back. Let's see here. Yeah, there's purple streaks on the glass bottle. And the stopper's slightly chewed, but not too chewed that you can't still make use of it.
Yeah.
Alright, so is that all?
Let's see. I'll just. I'm still waiting for the alcohol ferment. I'm just gonna keep focusing my skills on trying to get proficiency in survival.
Alright, and yeah, that's 22. You succeed on your survival training for that one. So you're getting closer. And finally, Armored. What is Gallifrey doing on his part of the day? Armored?
Yeah. Sorry. What was
you're
that?
good. What is Gallifrey doing on his on that day? On his day?
Oh, pretty much. He's getting to know. Uh, he's staying within the camp, so he's actually getting to know the assassin.
Alright.
So, tell me about your tribe.
Alright. So, to make their story a bit more digestible, their tribe is about 70, about 150, about maybe 175, maybe 175 adults at this point. And a lot of about like 25 kids. Let's see. All worship the the Scorpion Queen. As you know, obviously because they are assassins of hers. Let's see here. Oh yes, they also have. Also, I've accidentally been referring to them as snake assassins. No, scorpion assassins. That's my bad. But yes, these scorpion assassins. They generally. Yeah, their life is generally simple. Continue to worship the Scorpion Queen, make offerings, train the strongest among them to become assassins, male or female, doesn't matter. Scorpion Queen doesn't play favorites. Only the strongest of those they pick are actually chosen to become, worthy to gain power from the Scorpion Queen herself. Yeah, kind of, yeah, but she doesn't choose any specific family, or any specific families at all. She's essentially purely an egalitarian. If you can survive her trials, then you'll gain her power. But if you don't, well, you're dead either way. So.
But how did the Shavak get here?
How did the what?
The Shavak. Oh, sorry. How did the Tieflings get here?
They were always here. This is their homeland, as far as they're aware. Their ancestors have been here for centuries, and up until not recent, but until a few centuries ago, when their civilization fell and their people scattered across the 8 winds, they've just been there's only been like a few splotches or small cults that have survived. Always devoted to one of either the Fey Lords or some other entities here, though. Here's in this case, the Fey Lords appear to be, aside from Rakdos, appear to be the most prevalent.
Yeah, he thanks them for the information and does what he does every year on his birthday.
Better not be head pats, I swear to God, mate.
Oh no. He looks for the strongest person and has them beat him up.
Let's see here. I'll just outright tell you, none of them are physically strong. They're more nimble than anything else. And also, they cannot harm you.
Oh no, he's talking about like in the group.
Oh, okay.
In the actual group.
Oh, your group. Okay.
Yes. Without items.
Someone stops. Someone in the crowd stops Flint, like, "Aw," because he's not necessarily.
No, Hajime. No, Hajime, you don't get to beat the crap out of my character.
Hey, with or without the storm girdle? Please. I don't need the storm girdle to kick his ass.
I don't need this girdle to kick your ass 2 minutes before he realizes he needs his girdle to kick his ass. I'm sorry, I'm just being mean. Sorry. That was uncalled for.
So he goes up to what's her name? The Githyanki. Yeah,
you don't know what she is, but you know she's strong.
Benor? It is a custom in my clan for every year of your life you get hit. And since I've lived so long, he opens up his arms like, do it.
With or without magic?
No magic.
Okay, she's gonna go in for a punch. So let's see here. Alright, well, that's a straight. Well, I don't know why I clicked on that, but whatever, we'll ignore that. It's 5 points of bludgeoning damage you receive. That is as physically strong as she is. Yeah.
Actually, she doesn't. She hits, but since he doesn't really have an armor class other than 16.
Yeah, you're letting it. It's either way. I accidentally clicked on the athletics out of reflex. My bad.
Thank you.
Just nods and continues back to whatever she was doing. With that, is that all that you're going to do? Or are you going to also do some not scout.
And also,
Hunting.
like he doesn't. Well, like he eats breakfast. We have enough for the week, so.
Yeah.
He also calls up his handler.
All right. What do you ask of them?
Like how are like pretty much it's like giving them a report on what's going on and seeing if they remember his birthday.
Yes, unfortunately, because we can hear you loud and clear, or I can hear you loud and clear, Flutter.
I can hear you.
We can hear.
I can hear you.
Loud. Yeah, me and Armored can hear you. Oh dear. I don't think she can hear us.
I got you.
Okay, we can hear you, Flutter. Except for Alex, but that's a given. Yeah. So let's see here. I think that's so. Yeah, they essentially say that because of where you are, they can't really send you your complimentary birthday whiskey, but once you make your way back, they'll have something arranged. Especially with that Death Warlock. That's going to be coming to you guys.
All right. Though both in and out of character, sad face.
Yeah, it's only temporary though. Once you get back home and you live, or once you get back to your home world and you live and you're alive, you'll get your whiskey. It's like an entire bottle of whiskey just for you.
Yay!
Yeah. So let's see here, and I guess since that is everyone, but Nora is just going to be keeping watch and generally maintaining her equipment, as well as yeah. Let's see here.
By the way, how many more days do we have?
This should be the what? Oh fuck.
When
Did you forget the track?
Oh no.
When the dumbass brings up the most important question.
Oh no. No. First and foremost, this is the last day, or I'll just outright say, out of character, this is the last day, because this is supposed to be the last.
Oh, we're also.
Is this supposed to be the last Animal Lord? Was
Wait, does that also mean the alcohol's done fermenting, like the whiskey?
It is. It should be done fermenting at this point.
Cool.
Yeah.
All that shit immediately.
At this point, as you uncork it, who among you have firearms?
I do.
All right. Everyone who has firearms hears a click, a familiar click of a firearm hammer being pulled back, like right next to you.
Oh, I instantly poof my weapons.
All right. And
I'm going to throw my cold iron hammer in that direction.
all right. You do so. You accidentally hit like a small rock a bit of a ways away. Nothing happens for a solid minute. Actually, let me turn off the bot.
Oh.
Yeah, because this is going to be appropriate.
Yeah, I should
As-
also pop up the description for Hollow, because that is up around this place. So
I'm aware. Yeah. And
And my layer sense is activated.
nothing pings off. And for some of you, that is probably the worst part of it. It's just that anticipation. What's coming? Some of you can guess what's coming. But it's that nothing. Yeah. And for a moment, like a solid minute, like Benora's just seeing that you guys are on edge. The assassins hide. She alerts the assassins, who then hide away inside the shell. The gorillas start to enter.
I say, cut the theatrics, Caliber.
All right. As you say that, let's see here. Oh, Gallifrey. You hear a thud right behind you.
Turns.
You see the mangled, bullet-ridden corpse of the Queen of Birds.
Oh.
Recalls his hammer.
All right, it just like Mjolnir just is pulled back to your hand. Do you alert the rest of your party of this?
Yeah, he's making it like. I take it your ally, friend, enemy.
Flutter. Alex, is there?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I didn't
Okay,
know
yeah.
if you were speaking
Yeah,
to us directly.
Gallifrey alerts you of the corpse that has now been found by him, and just him, because
Alright, so
he's the first one.
after I finish my alcohol, me like what's going? See the fucking body full. Holly's like, what? What happened to me? Queen of the Birds.
Caliber, she's toying with us.
Oh no, she's not toying with you. She's toying with me.
Make those of you with firearms, make an insight check. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Then again, I'm not proficient.
All of you, almost in unison, sort of narrow your eyes and tilt your head off to the side. As you swear, you see a bit of a pattern in the position of the bullet holes on the body when you look at it from a specific angle. As you read out, let's see here. Essentially, it's kind of like cut down in some words, some vowels, and things like that. So, hello. No one duels, or no, sorry. Enjoy your duels. Waiting for you at the door. Signed, your favorite gal pal.
Just
It's like
Wait.
really weird.
my boy would not know who this is.
Yeah. As you ping off detect magic, you see evocation, but less. No, not so much like active, like remaining extremely potent pockets
Residual.
of evocation.
Yeah,
Residual pockets of evocation on it, on that body.
We're inside the Halifax, right?
Yep. But yeah.
So, I'm going to step like literally one step outside the Hallow spell and yell out, Caliber, I wish to bargain, and then immediately step back into the Hallow spell.
All right. As you come out, as you do that, and you step back in, you hear sounds of boots clicking against a hardwood floor. You hear the click, 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 click of a revolving barrel as it rechambers another round. The slight slip. You see a heavy amount of necrotic and evocation coming from the tree line. Let me just pull up a song here.
Yeah. I was also about to say before, like, the comment about Caliber, be like, not knowing who this is, Norlai would have made a slight comment, be like, well, if we have to meet them, I gotta remember to give them a beer for taking care of that problem.
I'm so tempted to load in my black bullet.
As you see, uh, let's see. Where are you?
And here's just Godfrey like, what the fuck is this?
Let's see here.
I don't know either, but I owe them a beer.
You know what? Hey, let's go for this version of that song.
Why do I just? I just imagine a tumbleweed just rolling past.
No tumbleweed. That's too stereotypical. Also, that stereotype hasn't existed yet. So, as you all hear,
Which is a good reason for it to start.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
as you
suspecting
hear,
that.
sorry, it's a bit loud in this one. As you hear the sound of a chamber coming down, and you hear the slide of a bullets being loaded into a revolver. Actually, this is. Damn it, I think this was the. Yeah, shit. Damn it! It's supposed to. I was trying to pull up the one without the lyrics.
Oh, hold on. Let me see if I can find some good, like,
Johnny Cash gonna cut you down.
God's gonna cut you down.
Yeah. I put it in my
Great.
GM bot channel, so yeah.
You
As
you can tell the long tongue liar.
Yeah. Anyways, again without the lyrics, but nevertheless, as you see, this woman. You see a human-looking woman with long, raggedy black hair, wearing a long leather trench coat. The bottom ends of it appear to be sprayed, almost split apart and heavily rotted, with large patches of holes in between. She appears to be wearing a set of chaps, leather, but with some heavy studs attached to it, and thick cattle rider boots. A bandolier is attached to her hip and across her chest, and in one of her mouths you see a bullet that she's holding, and in her hand she appears to be loading a gun. As you all see this.
There we go.
As she loads in the glowing bullet into the revolver, she spits up the revolver into the air, angles the revolver downwards, and chambers the last shot as it lands into the cylinder and spins it around. Danke schön.
Yeah, it was like karaoke version is perfect for that.
Yeah. As you hear this smooth voice, almost melodic, yet discordant, say, well, look who we got here. A few lost little lambs in an unfamiliar territory.
Ah, so you must be Caliber, the one who shut down Queen of the Birds.
Yeah, I have to show the bitches, boss.
Cool.
Not taking out my kid.
Like, Norlai just pulls out one of the beers, it's like, here. I don't like owing anyone anything.
You see as she just extends her free hand, and the bottle just is. Make a strength. Are you gonna let her take it?
Yeah, I'm letting her take it. I'm taking
You
out
see
a
the
beer
bottle
for
is
her.
like from your distance. It's just pulled right into her hand. She, with her lower jaw, just pops open the bottle, and just begins downing it. Woo! Wait! If I could get drunk, I'd be sour than a lemon. Shame I stopped feeling that a long time ago. Oh, don't look at
So
the.
these are what you call gods nowadays?
Oh, just temporary host, darling. She's very. I can show you that. So when I'm about to war, should you all die by my hand or fingertips, I suppose.
I figured it. I figured as much. Can't let someone else kill Yokori.
Well, I'm letting her have some fun. I'll patch her. I'll make it up to her. Give her a nice few toys every once in a while. Maybe some bargains for free. But we both know nothing is not walks free now, ain't it, darling? You know, don't you? She sort of, as she says, staring directly towards you. Don't you?
Who's
Does
she
Vera
staring?
respond? Vera,
Oh,
you're good. You, don't worry. She essentially said that she's gonna pay everything back to her once, assumedly as long as the host kills you guys, through pacts and bargains, and free bargains. But but all of you know that nothing in this life is ever free, don't you know? No, don't you? Still maintaining that shadowy eye contact towards you.
Eh,
Oh, we are.
Not bad.
Well, we can end the session here. You can come up with what you want, your demands.
Oh, we getting
She's
session?
not going to. Well,
yeah,
you guys
because
want.
Vera.
Well, also because
Father
I also
has-
got a doctor's appointment tomorrow.
Oh, Wait, we still have 3 players. Can't we continue?
Yeah, but I got a doctor's appointment at like at 9 in the morning. I
Oh.
gotta wake up early.
which is fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. So do you respond, or do you want to leave this response for next week?
I mean, it's best to respond.
Yeah, that's fine. Nothing said. Yeah, especially nowadays. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Auntie.
You called her. You called her. No, yeah, it's fine. I'm not
Yeah.
holding it against you.
So, just a question or two about the situation at hand. She's essentially possessing a thrall.
Not a thrall, but a willing host. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was about to ask, did you want me to stop recording?
Oh, feel free. Yes.
Okay, I'll stop
Yeah.
recording here then.